everybody, it's Amber. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. I'm so glad you clicked on this video because we're going to be making the cutest loaded file folder ever. It's so easy and a great way to use up your paper. Thank you so much to Creative Fabrica for sponsoring. More about them later in the video. So let me show you the one that I've already made. I love how it turned out, and I'm going to show you the paper collection I used in just a second. I used this beautiful seam binding to close it. And got it from my favorite shop on Etsy, MyScrapCabin. So this is just a removable closure. Allergies are bad for me this time of year. It's beginning to be like all year that my allergies are bad, but anyways, just bear with me on the scratchy voice. So here's the beautiful file folder, and the paper does all the work. It's so pretty. I'm going to show you the collection in just a second. It's called Hello Autumn, but I just made this simple cover, and I used the cut apart from the collection, and then when you open it, it looks like this, and it's so much fun. You can fill it with whatever you want. So I have 4 pockets. One here, one here, one here, and one here. So I'm going to take all the goodies out so I can show you what it looks like without the stuff in it. But I just glued down a cute little piece from the collection right here. I cut this out of the paper. And then over here I did the same thing, but I just clipped it on there with a little paper clip, a little orange paper clip. And then in this front pocket, I'm showing you just how you can put journaling cards in there. So if you wanted to journal on this, you could put some white cardstock on here and just do your journaling, and you could add photos. So here's a photo of some apples, and this was just a 4x6 photo, but I cut it down. You can fit tons of stuff in this pocket. It's really, really nice and roomy. And then over here, I just have another 4x6 photo that I cut down, and it's of some autumn trees. And here's the journaling card. Again, you can just adhere some craft or white paper on the back and do journaling, and you could also fit a lot of photos in there. And then in these top pockets, I'll show you what they look like. So these are like the top deep pockets that go all the way down. I just put some little booklets in there. So I didn't glue anything down. I just made these cute little booklets and clipped another photo in there. Here's a pretty picture of a leaf. Another journaling card from the collection. I just rounded the corners. And I figure if somebody wanted to use this as like a big photo mat, they could put like 4 photos. One here, and then 2 out on the outside. Or they could just keep them clipped in here, but I love how this looks, and I'm finally showing you how you can use pictures and photos in your cute little scrapbooks. So this little booklet just gets tucked right back in this one. And you can decorate the cover or just use this as a greeting card or whatever. And so I made a booklet over here too. And here's another photo. Again, just a 4x6. And then another journaling spot right there. And this one actually has room for journaling on it. I just clipped those in there. So this is how the file folder looks. I think it's super cute, very fun to make, so easy. And then I just used the seam binding to close it. So there's the one I made, and let's get started on making one together. I'm going to be using the beautiful Hello Autumn collection from Cartabella. I will link this collection below. It is the most beautiful collection ever. Just look at that little cute truck right there. Oh my gosh. So today I'm going to be making some multi-pocket file folders. And again, you're going to be so hooked on this. You're going to want to kill an entire paper collection making these. So I've got my coffee. Get a snack, get some coffee, and let's get started. So I took this out of the plastic. It's so beautiful. Cartabella has the most beautiful prints. Those are all the patterns of the paper. So pretty. And now let me show you what you're going to need to make this project. So for the paper, you're going to need one full 12 by 12 double-sided piece. You will need 2 pieces that measure 6 up and down by 5 3/4 across. You'll need 2 that measure 10 by 7, so they're 10 across and 7 up and down. And last but not least, you're going to need 2 pieces that measure 1 by 8. Okay, starting off with the 12 by 12 piece, you're going to put this in your scoreboard, and top is at the top, bottom at the bottom. You're going to just score this in half at 6 inches. Then you're going to turn it this way to where the top is on the right, bottom is on the left, and you are going to score this at 1 inch and again at 4 inches. So that was 1 inch and then 4 inches. Take your 2 little pieces that measure 1 by 8, and you're just going to score these in half at 1/2 inch. Okay, so bring in that 12 by 12 piece that we just scored, and I want the pretty flowers to be the cover, so I'm going to fold it in half this way. Use your bone folder if you want. Then unfold this, and then I'm going to fold up at that 4-inch score line. So do that, and then I'm going to actually fold down on this 1-inch score line. So you will see why I did this in just a second. So I wanted to fold that down to show you how it's going to look, but for right now we're just going to unfold that and fold this back down and take some scissors, because if we left this like this and then tried to fold it, there'd be a lot of bulkiness right here on the fold. See that? It'd be hard to fold. So what we're going to do is take away the bulkiness away from that fold. So just unfold this all the way and do about 1/8 of an inch on both sides of this middle fold from this score line down. So I'm just going to eyeball this and do about 1/4 inch, or I'm sorry, about 1/8 of an inch on either side up to that 4-inch score line. So there's that side. And that side. So then I'm just going to cut this little scrap away. So now when we go to close it, it will close nice and flat. Okay, so I actually got this idea to kind of fold this down right here from MayMay. I'm sure you guys know and love her. I absolutely love her channel. She was doing a different kind of folder than we're doing today, but I wanted to break up this pattern right here from the pattern of this. So if we stuck this in here for the bigger pocket and it was laying against this white, they kind of just blend together. But if I fold this flap down, it does a nice separating contrast. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and just add adhesive to this side of those flaps and just get them out of the way. So I'm just going to take my tape runner here, make sure I get it all the way to the edge, and I want these flaps to stay down and nice and flat. So here we go. I'm going to take my bone folder and really flatten that out. I think it gives it a nice finished look also. So I'm going to do this one now. Creative Fabrica is an amazing graphic design website offering more than 5 million graphic designs, fonts, and digital resources. I absolutely fell in love with this website when they emailed me and told me about it, and I am so happy to be working with them in this video. I have been having so much fun browsing all of the beautiful graphic designs, and especially in the craft section, and just look at all these beautiful fall designs. I cannot get over this website. It is so amazing. If you click the link below in my description box, you could get an all-access subscription for just $1 for the first month. So that's one single dollar, and you can go and download. You can even get commercial licenses included. And then after that, you can pay $19 per month for the subscription, which again gives you all access pass for the entire website. Normally this costs, I think, $29. So again, if you click the link, you'll get 1 month for one single dollar. And then after that, if you decide to stay with them and stay subscribed, it'll be $19 a month. They're always adding new graphics, you know, seasonally. There's so many fonts and digital resources. And you can always cancel at any time, no questions asked. So I know that I will never stop exploring this incredible website. Thank you so much to Creative Fabrica for introducing it to me. And again, that link is below. Go over and click, and you can get all access for just $1. So now I'm going to bring in these two pieces, and these ones are the ones that measure 6 inches by 5 3/4. The one that I did that I showed you already, I used this, my envelope punch board, because it has a little punch thing right here. So I just eyeball the center, punch it down, and it makes a cute little notch right there. See it? So I think that looks really nice. Or like I said, you can use any circle punch that you have. Okay, so we're not going to be gluing these in. We're just going to set them in there, and I'm going to show you how they look. So you want to line your pocket up with this edge over here. So it does not look really nice. Here's a pocket right there, and then a pocket up here. Same with this side with the little fall village. It's so cute. I love this paper. So it doesn't have to be perfect right now, and we're actually going to be doing one at a time, because you're going to take those two pieces, you're going to take your pocket one at a time, put it all the way down to the bottom there, and make sure it's lined up at this edge here. And then you're going to take one of your little pieces here. I love the pattern on pattern look. It looks so cute. And I want both pockets to be free and not so tight over on this edge. So to do that, you're going to go ahead and put your little piece on the edge, take your bone folder, and right here you're just going to mark where the top of this pocket is. Make a little crease in that strip piece, and then same thing down here where the top of this pocket is, make a little crease on that strip piece. So then we're going to take it off. You might not be able to see it here on camera, but where you made that, you're going to cut it in at an angle, or you're going to cut it out on an angle. So you're going to meet the angle this way, and you're going to meet that edge this way, and you're basically cutting out a little triangle. So for the bottom pocket, here's that crease right there. I'm going to meet it at an angle this way and that way, and I cut my little triangle out. So it's going to look like that. So now you can see that that top of that pocket is free and the top of this pocket is free. And then flip these little flaps over, take your adhesive, and one flap at a time, close it up. So we've got the top one, that middle one, and the bottom. And it looks so cute, and we're not obstructing the pockets at all. But let's go ahead and flip it this way so we can add adhesive to this side. And it gives us a nice finished edge and a little decorative strip on the cover. Okay, so we have our first side all done. I'm going to show you how we're going to close these pockets up. We're not going to be adding glue, but as you can see, because we cut that little triangle piece out, this one too. Okay, so now let's do this side the exact same way as this side. Oh my goodness, isn't our cute little folder coming along so nicely? And we have a lot going on, but it still has a nice, clean, flat closure because we are avoiding paper where that crease is in the middle. So here's our 4-pocket folder, and now we need to worry about this part being open. I know a lot of file folders are made that way, but things seem to slip out when that happens. And so I've got this open here and here. So what I want to do is I have this foam adhesive right here. We're only going to use one little square for all 4 pieces, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So here's our little rectangle of foam. I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces, 4 even strips. So they're going to be all about this size right here. So with this first one, I'm just going to peel off the backing. And because it's so skinny, it's not going to take up much room at all. I'm just going to take it and place it on the back. Can you see that? Right there. And then I'm just going to simply press that down. So I'm going to take another skinny little strip off the same foam right there and just simply press that down and then cut the last part into 2. So now that we have all of our closures on, this pocket's going nowhere, this pocket's going nowhere, and these are nice and secure. And we still don't have a bulky close. It's still nice and flat, and it looks really good. So I want to show you what I'm stuffing in these pockets, and you can do this, you know, make this your own. I'm going to bring in these 2 sheets that measure 10 by 7, and I'm going to fold them in half. And I'm just going to make little booklets out of these. So again, just simple, just fold them in half like you're making a card. And I'm going to round the corners on these with my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper on the 1/4 inch side, just to make them look like little booklets. And then in here you can add more goodies with like clipping them in, or you can glue them in. And those are going to go in those pockets. But before we do that, let me show you. So I have a bunch of 4x6 photos here, and we're going to add, I'm going to show you how you can add photos to this folder, and you can make it a really nice gift for somebody. No, I did not take these pictures. They are real pictures though. I actually got this on Amazon, and I'll link it below. But I figured I would pull it in to use as little pictures in my projects. So I can kind of show you where photos would go. So these are so pretty. I'm going to take these 2 here and put, you could like, if this was like a picture of your family or something, you could put it and glue it there. Glue another one here. You could decorate the outside. And clip some of these in here. That one in there. Maybe I'll put this cute little journal card with it. So this one goes right into this pocket and it fits perfectly. And then I've got this gorgeous fall scene right here. I think it's so pretty. And then for these little pockets down here, I have this cute little journaling card. It says, just enjoying all of the lovely fall days. I'm gonna stick that in there. And I've got these cut aparts. I figured I could use this green one and stick that in here. And then photos could also go in these pockets. This would make such a cute gift, especially if you filled it with pictures and journaling, or you could send it to like a pen pal and send them some paper samples and some of the ephemera pieces. You could put like a clear bag into these pockets full of die cuts. So now all that's left is to decorate the cover. So I think I decided on this die cut right here. It already has like a border around it and it looks really pretty and simple on the cover. So I'm just gonna glue that one down. So there's the cover. I think it's super pretty, and I'm going to add some seam binding to close it. So Erin is the owner of MyScrapCabin, and she has like an autumn bundle, and these are both from that bundle. This one is called Old Gold. So beautiful. And this one is Moss. So nobody does seam binding like Erin. These are just so fluffy and vibrant and beautiful, and I think these two colors go perfectly with this folder. So I think it looks really pretty when it's double layered. So this is a removable closure, so I'm just gonna tie it around just like this. Okay, so let's do the final flip through of this really simple file folder. So we have our removable closure, of course. Here's our adorable file folder with this nice finished edge over here. And by the way, the final measurement on this is 6 by 8. So here's our cute little cover. And then here is the awesome inside. I think it looks so good. So here's our pockets with a picture, and these are like 4 by 4 that I cut this down to. That is the perfect Instagram size. So if you have some Instagram photos that you can print, I have found that you can go to the Walgreens app and you can print 4 by 4 photos straight from your Instagram page. And then here is a cute little cut apart or journaling card. Over here I just stuck this journaling card that I cut down and another cute 4 by 4 one. I love that they're double-sided, so you can decorate any scrapbooking you're going to do, or you can like put plain paper on the back and journal. And then I just clipped this little cute guy in there that I cut from this page right here out of the paper collection. And in these top loading pockets you can fit a ton of stuff. So I just made these little booklets with journal card and a picture. You could put so much in here. You could like decorate this like its own little scrapbook. You can make this into a card and add an envelope with it. And I know for a fact an envelope will fit in there, because here's one right here. And it was able to fit easily in there. So you could do that and make it into like a little card set. And then over here I have another booklet with a photo clipped in and a little journal card. And then that goes up there. So again, you could fill this up as much as you want for your pen pal or your family or friends. It makes such a cute little gift. So there it is, and then here's the first one that I made. I hope that you enjoyed this project and that you'll give it a try. Just get out your 12 by 12 paper and have fun with it. Thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to share my next video with you. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then. Bye everybody.